crazy because for the big corporation, which we're not big, we're small businesses. We in the small business category, okay? We're not no S Corp and C Corp. Let's be clear. We haven't established ourselves as that. That puts you in a different tax bracket too, but you got to know the difference and how they apply to you. So, and what tax breaks to give you too. So, with that being said, we over here in the 1099 section, small business section, and your quarterly taxes come. A certain amount of months come by. It's not every 3 months. Some quarters be, 4 months in it. So you get the quarterly taxes. They give you the quote because I'm with Abacus, and that's the service I pay for. It's not free, people. Maybe a week before the taxes is due, they'll say, "Hey, here come an email. Bam, you owe $8,000 on federal, and then you owe $16,000 on that state, depending on what state you live in. I live in Missouri. In Florida, we only do federal, so that was the eye awakener. Bam, yeah. So bam, here come 10 stacks. You need to pay, and you like, oh Lord, hold on. Now you made $16,000 the first month. That was cool. Like I say, you gotta be paying and putting up, because you can get easily in a habit where you fall behind, and they charge you 0.05 percent, half of 1% on your taxes for that quarter. So I was trying to verify, does that go based off of per quarter, or is it for the year, right? But the IRS do something like it's off that quarter, and then for however many months or something like that. I got to get clarification because I don't want to mislead anyone, but that was something that I was reading. So yeah, but you could be in a tough spot, and them taxes can add up, and that pressure of like working really hard and owing, then you got another quarter that's gonna come up that's gonna catch you if you ain't pay that off. It can get very taxing, stressful. I say this, like I said before, people get into this trucking life and they are, excited about the money. They getting the money. They think it's somewhat about the tax, but they don't know. The more money you make. For me as a team, me and my wife run very, very well. We know how to work our clock. We'll run recaps. I do a rolling reset, and we'll be still moving. Okay, we stop because they tell us to stop. We don't have to stop, or like if the load got a whole bunch of time on it, all that stupidity. But we're really good with our clock. I don't play shutdown. Oh, we out of hours. Not happening here. So we'll wind up making a lot of revenue, and then I'll be dreading like this quarter that's coming up for September. I'm dreading it. I'm telling you, because we've been sitting here rolling after my wife got out of her surgery and everything, and I'm gonna let y'all in when the quarterly tax comes, because it's probably gonna be like, yeah, 15,000. It's just gonna hurt my poor little heart, because how is it Donald Trump only paid $700 with all these hotels and yeah, Lord. I mean, he living better than me, and I'm paying more taxes than him. Help me out. Help me out, people. Help me out. Can I have his tax barrel? Can they find my stuff for me? But yeah, so that's something to be concerned with. It's not scary, guys. It's just something to keep in mind. It's a lot of companies out here that do 1099. I'm not gonna say it's not cool to be company. I just don't want to be work really hard. I don't want to be sunk in areas that I don't want to be in. That was my main thing. I mean, I have came from working company all my life, all the jobs I previously had. So I'm okay with doing that. It's not what I prefer to do, especially with having this option. But I'm telling you, like, if you come out here on a clean slate, make sure that you supposed to be eating with and putting it over here and making your meal smaller and smaller.